What's up guys, it's Tracker707, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on Inside Gadget's GBA SP Wireless RX Flex board. I reached out to Inside Gadgets and they agreed to send this out to me for free, so a huge shout out to them for agreeing to continue to work with me. If you guys like this tutorial, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if this video helped you out at all. Everything I used in this video will be linked in the description, and let's get started with the tutorial. The only things you're going to need for this mod is a GBA SP, a GBA SP Wireless RX Flex board, a screwdriver with a Y0 bit and a Phillips 00 bit, tweezers, Kapton tape, and optionally flux. I used flux in this install, and while it's not required, I would still definitely recommend using it. If you're looking for a controller mod for any other systems, I'll link my modding playlist down in the description. Now, let's get started. Unscrew the Phillips screw to the battery door and remove the battery. Next, unscrew those 6 Y-bit screws around the back of the shell. Remove the back of the shell and make sure you do not lose this nut for the battery door. Unscrew the 3 Phillips head screws holding the motherboard in place. Now, we need to remove the motherboard. Lift up the motherboard slightly and flip it over, revealing the ribbon cable. Push back the black tabs and gently pull out the ribbon cable. If any of the buttons or button membranes fell out, put them back into the shell and set it to the side. Now, start prepping the board for the flex cable by tinning the points shown on the screen. If you're using flux like me, make sure to be very careful to not get flux in the buttons like I did. If you get liquid inside any of these types of buttons, it can break them, so I tried to clean it as fast as possible. While the button still does work, I have to press it a lot harder than the rest of the buttons, so if you are using flux, I would recommend not using it on the points right next to the buttons. After tinning all the pads, clean the board with some isopropyl alcohol to remove the flux residue. Line up the GBA SP Wireless RX Flex board with the solder points on the motherboard and use some Kapton tape to hold it in place. Solder down one side of the flex board, making sure that it is flush with the motherboard. Next, solder down the points at the bottom of the flex board, again making sure that the flex board is flat against the motherboard. Finally, we can solder down the point on the other side of the flex board. Now, we can remove the Kapton tape and solder down all the rest of the points on the flex board. Before putting the motherboard back into the shell, place the included pad under the wireless antenna to lift it off the motherboard. If you do not do this, the wireless range of the mod will be greatly reduced. After the GBA SP flex board is soldered down flush against the motherboard, take the top half of the shell and feed the ribbon cable into its connector. Once the ribbon cable is fully inserted, push down the black tab to lock it into place. If any of the buttons or membranes fell out, put them back into the shell and set the motherboard into place. Screw down the motherboard into the top half of the shell using the 3 Phillips head screws. Before putting on the back shell, make sure that the nut for the battery door has not fallen out, as you need it to screw down the battery door. Make sure that the volume slider is in its correct position, aligning with the volume slider on the motherboard to avoid breaking it, and place the bottom half of the shell on. Now, screw down the 6 Y-bit screws around the back of the shell. Put the battery back in and screw down the battery door. Once finished, turn the system on to make sure that it works. Now, we can load into a game and test out all the buttons on both the physical GBA SP and also using the controller mod. Here, I am using the SNES Controller Wireless TX adapter and the 8-bit DOT Sn30 Controller. As you can see, everything seems to be working perfectly. You can also see the LEDs for the flex board shining through the shell, which can be helpful in verifying that all the button inputs work. If you do not want these LEDs to light up, you'll need to unbridge the solder from this pad on the flex board. If any of the button inputs are not registering correctly, open the console back up and double check that all the points on the flex board are soldered down good and none of the points are bridged. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below and join both mine and Inside Gadget's Discord servers for any extra help. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if this video helped you out at all. Again, I just want to thank Inside Gadgets for sending this out to me. I can't explain how much I appreciate what they've done for both me and my channel. I hope you guys liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.